What's up, guys? Brada here, and I have a real quick video here for you. Ignore my messy bench. It's sort of an unboxing, I guess, kind of slash product review. And what I'm gonna be reviewing, going over, I guess, is a problem I have had with reloading since I got into reloading, and that is collecting brass from pistols. Sure, you can get brass catchers for ARs and subguns and anything with a pick rail. You can basically get a brass catcher for, but when it comes to handguns, when it comes to pistols, we kind of miss out on that a little bit. There ain't much for handguns. Now, I've tried a few various different brass catchers for pistols, and I made the mistake of going the cheap route and probably wasted about $100 or so on 3 different brass catchers that ended up not working, or working but were low quality and just did not last. That one on Amazon that you probably see, that Gerber one that clips onto the bottom, yeah, that's great in design, but that clip on the bottom is just trash and it breaks. And mine broke, and now it just falls right off the pistol when I use it. And I hate picking up brass. So I looked around and I found this, and by the way, I'll put a link in the description to where I found this. This is what's called an ABC, or an Akuna Brass Catcher. And this is a handmade product from a gentleman who not only invented these, still I guess he makes all of them. Oh, whoa, that's pretty cool. I just realized that. We'll go over that in a second. Anyway, the guy that makes these, or the guy that sells these, is also the guy that designed and makes them, and he handcrafts them to order, I guess. So his website advertises 3 to 4 weeks for delivery. Mine took 5, but I will say that the owner, seller, maker, and designer, whatever, Mr. Akuna, as I like to call him, he is very, very good about communicating and following up. So a couple of times I emailed him just kind of wondering, if there was an update, and he promptly responded and filled me in on the delay, which really wasn't necessary, but I appreciate that. And anyway, so it finally arrived today, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I have mounted it on, and that seems to it seems to stay on there nice and snug. So we'll take a look at it here. So this is the part that clips underneath your pick rail here, and I told him that I wanted the one that comes over the top of the pistol, because my 10mm here, my 10mm Glock, tends to eject shells either straight up or straight up into the back, and so just a side catcher wouldn't have worked. So this actually covers the whole top. So I tried to put it on, and I don't know if it's just because it's new and tight, but some of the rubber jacket came off this wire. So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try putting a little bit of CLP, actually. See if that doesn't. Actually, no. You know what? 1 second. Okay. So I went and I grabbed. This is about the only oil I have that I think will really help. So installation was easy enough. I'm just going to go ahead and try putting a couple of drops of oil here in these tracts. See if that doesn't help. I don't really want to strip all the coating off. I can always replace it if necessary. I can just re-plasti dip it or something. I'm not sure what he used, but anyway, the construction is solid, right? So this is no joke. He didn't screw around when he made this. Has a little reinforcement bar there. I kind of like that. And then I guess the idea is you line it up with the pick rail. And again, it's brand new, so it's going to be a little tight. And the idea is it slides on like so. You can still see your irons. Nice clear picture. I mean, this is for range, obviously, you know. So, I mean, it does obstruct your view, but this isn't something that you would use when you're carrying or anything like this. But this is definitely handy in the range if you don't want to bend over and pick up brass, which I don't. I don't know if this was an oversight on his part or not, but if I slide this thing all the way back, it actually doesn't line up properly, so it kind of has to ride up front. I hope that's okay. Well, then again, that might be okay. Because like I say, it kicks up into the back, and it's just, yeah, that should be okay. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Pretty neat. Heat resistant bag, and it has a skeleton in it, so that's what I like about it too, is that it doesn't flop down, so it's not going to land on your hand like that. You're going to have a nice, I'm a lefty, remember, so you're going to have that nice purchase. It's not going to, the catcher rises above, so that's pretty nice. And then he said this, I didn't really understand what he said, but he said squeeze the bottom for the quick release. Quick release. So you can just, see if I can get this on camera right. So when it fills up, just bam. So far so good, I like it. I will probably run it in the next few days and see how it goes out at the range. Again, this is a handmade item. And I'm just going to say right now that it appears to be very well built. It's very rugged, and it seems like it's well protected. I guess the only thing I would say is that, again, right here, that kind of rubbed off the first time I put it on. I don't know if that was due to my error or if it's just a shortcoming in the material. Either way, it's not too critical for me. And I do think that oil helped, because it didn't seem to get any worse. So, yeah. So this is the ABC, or the Akuna Brass Catcher. It, let's see, it was $79.99, so $80, plus $10 shipping and handling, so it was $90. So it's a little on the expensive side, but you know, it's on the expensive side, but you know, I say to myself, I've already spent $100 trying to solve this problem. So what's another 100 for something that might actually looks like it's going to work? So I'm pretty excited to try it out. I will absolutely post a follow-up video in the coming weeks, and it will probably be short. Because there's not much to review. Well, at least I don't think there is. I guess I don't know. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. But I am very excited to try it. I am very excited to see how it goes, and if it goes well, I'll probably be getting another one, or maybe even a couple of more, so I don't have to keep swapping them out, or I don't know. We'll see. In any case, this is my unboxing / tabletop / first impression review of the Akuna Brass Catcher. If you're interested in checking one of these out before I give you my actual hands-on review, you can click the link down in my description. I have no affiliation, just to be clear, I have no affiliation with Mr. Akuna. He did not ask me to make a video or anything like that. This is all on my own. And by the way, I will say that these are all really snugly fit. You know, I mean, I understand that he hand manufactures these, but that's kind of what I like about it, is that they don't have that mass-produced feel to it. And you know, when I looked at the pictures, I always wondered what this was. I thought it was like a string or something, and I didn't quite understand why it was there, but I get it now. It is actually a piece of very thick gauge wire. It's very firm, and it looks as though he soldered it there and there to act as sort of a support. Otherwise, I think it might have been too flimsy. So I think he puts that on there to reinforce, you know, how this whole thing goes together. It's a very interesting design. I'm very impressed at the craftsmanship. From my understanding, is this is his third or fourth revision of the idea. Yeah. So again, I will be taking this out to the range Probably not tomorrow. Maybe Friday. We'll see how the weather is. I do have some other obligations going on Friday, but you know, I might have time to run. Because I'm, you know how it is. You get something new and you want to use it. I remember when I got my suppressor in February. It was like February 8th. It was like, it was like 10 below. And I went. I didn't care. I wasn't there for very long. And I had to walk through some snow to get to the range spot. But I got a brand new suppressor, and I didn't want to drive to a bigger city to go to an indoor range. So yeah, I was pretty thrilled. Anyway, that's my video. If you guys enjoyed it or this kind of content, or well, you know the saying, if you like watching me make a fool out of myself, feel free to subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. I don't post videos regularly. It's kind of just whenever the wild hair grabs me. And tonight, that wild hair grabbed me. I actually think I'm going to make another video here in just a second. I'll probably post them both tonight, too. So, you never know. Might be a 2-for-1. Anyway, till next time, take care, everybody. Stay safe.